LGBTQ plus 1 minute news. Let's queer up the worldview. Scotland could become first country to end HIV transmission by 2030. The Scottish government committed in 2020 to ending new HIV cases within a decade. And by 2030, Scotland could become the first country to ever end new HIV transmissions. Today in Scotland, about 400 people remain undiagnosed, and up to 1,400 diagnosed individuals are not getting care. Treatment organizations say tools like rapid testing and treatment and PrEP make the goal achievable. They warn that urgent government action is needed to meet the goal, which is only like 4 years away. Daniel Fluskey, director of policy at National AIDS Trust, says, quote, "We need action to support people to live well with HIV and to end HIV-related stigma." Scotland is not the largest country in Europe, but it's certainly not small. And the idea that if they have 1,400 people not getting treatment and 400 undiagnosed, that's a really small number and makes the goal of 2030, ending new transmissions, very achievable. It's always those last few ones, though, that you've got to go in and find. But humanity has done it before, and I would love to see, and I love that Scotland is leading the way on this.
I'd like to know what some of their enforcement mechanisms are. Call me a little skeptical. I'm all for vaccination. I'm not one of those, tinfoil people. I don't believe in conspiracy. Some conspiracy theories are real, though, actually. But I'm not really a conspiracy theorist. I'm really not. But I do have to say, you're going to try to prevent new HIV cases, but what happens if somebody takes a vacation in Scotland who's HIV positive? Is everybody going to have to be tested before they enter into Scotland? I just feel that there's going to be a new layer of surveillance, which I'm not necessarily saying it's a bad thing because the goal is admirable that they want to end transmission. My only question is what safeguards are going to be put in place for people who are traveling there or who want to live their lives and don't want to have to, I'd hate to use this word, but subject themselves to maybe government testing before or after they leave Scotland.
Well, HIV used to be, you couldn't travel to another country if you were HIV positive.
I understand.
With today's science, obviously undetectable can allow that. But we do have other countries that are reaching close to zero transmissions. I mean, I know Australia has gotten very close, but what I'm seeing from what I've seen in the data is those countries are very good about PrEP awareness in the communities and their healthcare systems providing it. So that's the difference. You think about some of these countries, it's part of their everyday normal nature of discussing HIV and STIs. It's part of their everyday care, where sometimes we don't get to that.
Right. Well, if this is actually achievable, I can almost forgive Scotland for being the birthplace of Donald Jackass Trump's Mother Mary.
Oh gosh, Mother Mary.
Okay. Well, that is an LGBTQ 1-ish minute news story. There is no other nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.